Hey guys, TSL here, back with a brand new video. In today's video, I'll be showing you guys how you can make your very own codes. So let's get right into it. So the first thing we're going to need is a module script. Now, we should probably put this in server storage so exploiters can't access it and view all the codes. We'll call this codes module. I'll just call this codes and codes. So here, basically, all we're going to do is be like codes. And then you'll say like your code. So if we do it like this, we could have spaces. So we could do like codes, whatever, like here. Say codes sub to TSL is equal to a function. And this function, basically in here, you're just going to want to pass in a player. And you're just going to want to do what you want to give them. So like, let's say we want to give them coins, would be like local stats is equal to player.leader stats. And local coins is equal to player.coins. And then we'll say coins.value plus equals 100 will be the reward for this one. Or you know what, let's just do 1,000. Alright, so that's how our codes are going to look. So let's just leave one code for now and go into server script servers. Now in this script we'll do like game.play, or actually let's keep things organized. Local players is equal to game get service players. And then here we'll say local function on player added player, and we'll say local stats is equal to instance.new folder stats dot name is equal to leader stats, and then we'll have a stats dot parent equal to player. Here we'll have a local coins is equal to instance dot new int value. Don't do the comma because we don't want to cause memory leaks. We'll do coins dot name is equal to coins. Coins dot parent is equal to stats, and then we can do like coins dot value is equal to 0 to start off with. Now down here we'll do players dot player added connect on player added. Alright, so this should work already, but we need a way to test our code. So what we're gonna do is go into replicated storage, make a folder and call it remotes. We'll have a redeem code event, and basically what we're gonna do here is in let's call leader stats, and here we'll have a script called remote handler. Actually, what we can do is we can have a folder here and we can call this remote scripts. And then in here we'll have a script and we'll call it redeem code. So we'll say local rs is equal to game get service replicated storage, and our local remotes is equal to rs.remotes. We'll get our local redeem code event is equal to remotes.redeem code event. Have a local function redeem code, and this will take in the player. And basically what we're gonna do here is actually up here we'll also require local ss is equal to game get service server storage. Then here we'll have our remote variables, and that should be here. Here we'll have our services, and we can remove that now, and now we can have our module, and that's going to be local codes is equal to require ss.codes module. And then here we'll say our function, and here our connection. So our connection will be redeem code event dot on server event connect redeem code without the event. Alright, so in here what we're going to do is we're going to also need to take in a term or a code, I guess we could call it. And this is just going to be what the player types in the box. So we'll say if codes at code is not equal to nil, then what we want to do is basically we just want to get codes at our code. Say our local code func is equal to that, and then we'll just call it, I guess. And then we'll say else return invalid code. Or actually, we can't return because this is a remote event. So what we're actually going to do is make a remote function in here. And actually what we'll do is a folder. Inside of our remotes folder, we'll have our functions folder and a remote function. And we'll have our redeem code event. We'll still call it the same thing. And then in here we'll need our local functions is equal to remote.functions, and then this should be functions. Alright, cool. I don't think we used that anywhere else. No, we didn't. Alright. So here what we're going to do is change this to onServerInvoke equals, and I just like the syntax better so that I know I'm using remote functions. OnServerInvoke equals function or equals redeem code. Redeem code. Alright, cool. So basically here we've taken the player, we've taken the code. We'll return invalid code here, and we'll say return successfully redeemed code. Alright, cool. So I think that should be it for that. So what we're going to do is go into Starter GUI, make a quick screen GUI with a nice little frame, set this frame size to 0.5, 0, 0.5, 0, anchor point to 0.5, 0.5, our position to 0.5, 0, 0.5, 0, a nice little UI corner in here. Set the background color to some nice little like blue codes GUI color, something like that, maybe a little darker like that. We can up this UI corner to 15. Have a text box in here, and this will be of size 0.8, 0, 0.2, 0. That looks good. Anchor point, once again, 0.5, 0.5. And position will be 0.5, 0, 0.75, 0. And basically then above this, we'll just have like a text label, and we can make this like 0.8, 0, 0.5, 0. Just position that like there. Background transparency, text scale to true, sources sans bold, text color 255, 255, 255, and then we can set this to like redeem a code for a reward. And that is not supposed to be a question mark. Alright, so in this text box, let's just customize this a little bit. We'll make text scale to true. We'll set the text alignment to left. We'll make sources sans bold. We'll make the text color like a grayish color, like that. We'll remove the text. We'll add a placeholder text, redeem a code. That placeholder text is way too visible, honestly. So let's just set this to like a much lighter color like that, and that should be good. Alright, cool. So now in this text box, what we're going to do is have a local script. We'll come to our redeem code script, and we will copy all of this actually, and then we will remove this because we can't access server storage anyway, and we'll just leave it like that. Then we'll have our local function on focus, or on, what is it called? We'll just do on focus ended. we'll say enter pressed. We'll say if enter pressed, then, or this is actually, I think it's on input ended. I don't know, something like that. We'll find out in a second. So we'll have our connection, and this will be script.parent.on, script.parent.input, input ended, yeah, colon connect. And if we did function, you see that this is the wrong connection. So this should be focus lost, I guess, colon connect, yeah. And you see we have enter pressed and input that caused focus. Right now we're only using enter pressed because we don't need the input that caused focus. So if enter was the thing that pressed, then we want to basically we'll have a local result, and that will be to redeem code event colon invoke server, and we have to pass in script.parent.content text. And then basically we'll set script.parent.text equal to result. Alright, let's test this out. We click play. Then you see we have 0 coins right now if we go ahead and type sub to TSL. Alright, server store, attempt to index nil with leader stats. Alright, so we forgot one thing, and that is we actually have to, in our redeem code, we have to call this code func, and we have to say, also what we should do here is equals in our codes module, so let's open that up real quick. We'll return, actually no, we don't need that. This is not gonna fail. If it does happen to, then we'll say what we can do is we could have a pcall function, and we can have a local success comma error is equal to pcall function, and we can do all this in here, right? And then what we'll say is, and this should be error like that, say if not, or we'll say if success, then we'll say we can just do, yeah, just whatever. If success, then return successfully redeemed code, and then else we'll say return in something went wrong. Please try again. Alright, cool. So then in here we'll say our local result is equal to that, and we will return our result. Alright, and I don't think we passed the player still. So let's stop this real quick and go back into our redeem code, and yeah, we have to pass in our player here. Alright, so now it should work, and what we'll do is we'll say like sub to TSL, something went wrong, please try again. Okay, if we go ahead and in our codes module, if we print out our player, and we say sub to TSL, alright, you see it prints us leader stats and coins. It says something went wrong, please try again though. So, okay. Well, if we can't return this, can we? No. So, alright, we'll say return player colon find first child leader stats colon find first child coins. Alright, so this will return true if we find the leader stats in coins, but if for some reason something goes wrong, it'll return false and this will fire. It's just we weren't returning anything, so it can never be successful. Nothing was ever like changing. Alright, so sub to TSL, and something went wrong, please try again. Alright, well, let's see what went wrong. Let's warn our error. Coins is not a valid member of player. Yes, it's not. This should be stats.coins. Alright, so now everything should actually work this time. And as you see, this was also working, and I was wrong about that, as I thought I was, but I just said that just to make sure. You don't need to return. Alright, so sub to TSL, successfully redeemed code, and we got our coins. Now the only problem is we can redeem this multiple times. To get rid of that, you'll have to store this in a data store, and every time you try to redeem a code, you will want to check the data store and make sure that the player doesn't already that the player hasn't already redeemed the code. But that won't be covered in this video. It's very simple. If you want to know how to use data stores, I have a whole different video on that, so you can check that out. Anyways, guys, if this video helped you out and you enjoyed it, please remember to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, as it really helps me, motivates me to keep making content for you guys. Also, turn on post notifications so you don't miss the next video. Other than that, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.